Fantastic movie deserves a fantastic review. Any fantastic movies out there? Anywhere? Anybody? No? Well, guess we gotta talk about this one then. Fantastic, otherwise known as Fantastic Four. So Fantastic Four is the reboot of the Fantastic Four series. You know, the 4 Fantastic Four members: Reed Richards, Sue Storm, or Johnny Storm, the Thing. You know, the Fantastic Four, man. You remember them? You remember them, right? Not that movie. You know what I'm talking about. 20th Century Fox had to reboot the movie, and it's had to reboot the movie. Do you think that's gonna be a good thing, right? Alright, first of all, is the movie good? No, it's not good, guys. Sorry. Cutting straight to the chase, guys. This movie is just really best way I could put it is it's a superhero movie that's not even trying to be a superhero movie, and it's like what? Let's sum it up real quick. It's pretty much a generic ass movie that just happened to have Fantastic Four people in it. Let's get into the pros and cons why I believe that you can kind of just skip Fantastic Four. If you haven't seen Ant-Man yet, go check out Ant-Man. But it isn't the Ant-Man review. It's the Fantastic Four review. So let's talk about that. First of all, acting in the movie. Miles Teller, he does his best. Remember that movie Whiplash? He killed it in that movie. This movie's kind of just like, I want a paycheck. So I guess I'll do Fantastic. I guess I'll do that. The ending of the movie is just like, it feels like everyone's just like kind of just doing it just because they want checks, and they're like, I don't care about the movie. I really don't. I'm on summer vacation. I'm sure I'll film this movie just because I want to film it. I feel like no one gave a shit about this movie, and it shows in the acting. You're just like, I'm not believing it, you guys. It's just whatever. Everyone's just so cookie cutter, so generic. And one of the downsides about this movie is that I feel like the characters in this movie have zero development. They're pretty much just like, here they are, the characters, and they get powers, and then they do their thing, and then that's that. Movie's over. It's just like, no. You follow on Twitter, the director even said that I had a version of Fantastic Four that would have been awesome, but Fox was like, no, this to that movie. The plot in the movie, here's the plot in the movie, more or less, if you don't know. Reed Richards, smartest kid in school. Oh, Ben Grimm just happened to come around like, you're a smart guy, you know, you made a teleporter, kinda. I guess I'll just hang out with you, because the plot says I need to. Plot says I need to. We fast forward about 7 years, and it's like, okay, I'm still pals with the smart guy. And enter Sue Storm and Franklin Baxter. He's all like, oh yeah, you made that teleporter. I kind of need you to, you know, help me make a bigger one to make it work, so, you know, we can make that happen. You go to Dimension X and shit, so you know you can get your powers, because the plot says you need to do that. Plus, you can do that. Oh yeah, here's Victor Von Doom too. Meet him. But wait a minute, where's Johnny Storm at? Yeah, Johnny Storm, you know, let's just break your arm, and then you just happen to just come into here. Because the plot says you need to be in this movie. The plot says you kind of need to be in there when they go to Planet X and shit. Plot says you need to. They go to Planet X and shit, and that's when they pretty much just like, okay, we're going to start doing idiot shit, and one they lead to another, and the way they get their powers is just so generic, just like, okay, saw that coming, whatever. And they get back from Dimension X and shit, and they got their powers, and it just skips a year. It's like, okay, we have our powers, we're established, we know how to use them, it's all good, cut and dry, that's how we do it. Now, I will say, if there's like any small good in it, if there's like one small good thing about it, it's Victor Von Doom. When he gets introduced on the scene, you know, he gets his powers and shit. His powers are kind of like the most exciting thing in the movie, because they're actually really close to Victor Von Doom's power in the comics. And so when Victor Von Doom did his powers and stuff, that was pretty cool for like the first 34 seconds, and then it's over, and then you're like, okay, back to the generic movie that is Fantastic Four, or Fantastic, whatever you want to call it. Well, the action in the movie is not even worth talking about. There's like one action scene that's at the very end of the movie. Even that action scene is like half an action scene, so it's not really an action scene at all. And even the end of the movie is just like, okay, the end of the movie is just generic. Is there gonna be a sequel? Hope not. In the end, guys, Fantastic Four To the acting in the movie, everyone's just phoning it in. The action is, there's no action at all, really. The plot is very generic. The characters are just generic. I really can say that I enjoyed the first Fantastic Four movie more than this one. Yeah, so with that being said, guys, I gotta say that Fantastic Four is a 2 out of 10, which means you're not gonna remember it at all. So I don't know what to ask at the end of this video. Just pretty much, are you gonna see Fantastic Four? If you did, what did you think about it? Put in the comment section, let me know what you thought about Fantastic Four. If you liked it, okay. If you didn't like it, okay. Remember, guys, subscribe. Until next time.